Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. You, yes, you. So, today I wanted to talk a little bit about emotions. And as you know, that's not a huge focus of mine, but I think it's important. So, let's talk about it today. The topic for today is what emotions are you avoiding? So, let your shoulders drop. Slow your breath. One of the presenters at the PPD workshop called that a micro or a mini meditation. I've been talking about this and doing this breath in the beginning of the videos for years now. Relax your body and breathe. It sends a message directly to your subconscious brain that I'm okay. Because if you were in danger, you wouldn't be breathing slowly and relaxed. You'd be like this, breathing shallow. So, do a micro meditation as you listen. Let your shoulders loose. Relax your body. And slow your breath. So, emotions. What emotions are you avoiding? What are you avoiding? Are you the type to make light, smile through your emotions? A couple examples that I ran into this week. One of my group coaching clients, her persona is happy, smiling, laughing, funny. And she was saying, the symptoms, it's so frustrating I could scream, ha ha, and laughing. I was like, no, but how do you really feel? And sometimes we take on this jovial, happy personality to kind of create an insulation and a layer between us and how we really feel. So, how do you really feel? And, we had a conversation in our group coaching call, and she took the persona, she took the mask off, and you could see there was some deep sadness there. There was some hopelessness and depression, and I don't know if this is going to go away. So it really caused me to ask, what emotions are you avoiding? Brutal truth. How do you really feel? Not just about symptoms, about your life, about your relationships, about your financial situation, about where you are in this thing called life. Brutally honest. How do you really feel? Right? And have you allowed yourself to experience that gut punch emotion, or emotions, plural, that you've been avoiding? Making light of your situation, making believe you're not upset, does not make the emotions go away. Just buries them. Sometimes buried emotions can create symptoms. So let me ask you this. A lot of people are very upset about their symptoms and their lot in life and the consequence towards their life because they've got symptoms. But ask yourself this question. Besides the pain or the symptoms, what else hurts? What else hurts? Relationships, families, spouses. Are you getting the care, the support, the love that you deserve, that you need? Or are you being made to feel that this is all your fault? You're crazy. Back when I was still married and I was laying on the floor, my wife at the time was compassionate. Can I do anything for you? But she looked at me like I was crazy when I didn't want the ambulance called. So there was a certain level of humoring me, and okay, this is how you think you're going to get out of this. So how do you really feel? What else hurts besides the symptoms and the pain? Is there an emotional buildup of stuff that you're avoiding? And so what I'm going to encourage you to do is, in the privacy of your home, your bathroom, your bedroom, your car, wherever, allow that brutal, guttural truth emotion to surface. It's not dangerous. It's not going to harm you. But allow yourself to experience it. Curse, scream, punch a pillow. Allow it. Sit with it. Oh, feel it. Because when you do that, it will pass and release. There's no special technique for releasing your emotions. Emotions release when you allow yourself to feel them. They're brutal, guttural. Truth, feel them. They will release. If you find yourself in that emotion again and again and again, over and over and over again, and it doesn't seem like it's releasing, ask yourself if you're stuck in story mode, meaning, are you replaying the story behind why you felt that emotion in the first place? Let go of the story. You already know why you're upset. You don't need to tell yourself the story. Let go of the story. Look, while you're in that feeling it, the story's going to be present. But don't keep revisiting it and watching that movie in your head of what happened that pissed you off so much, that hurt you so much, that makes you so sad and depressed. Because ruminating on story will keep on creating that emotion over and over and over again. And the other factor is, don't judge yourself for having these emotions. Emotions are human. We're supposed to have them. We were designed to have them. When we're sad, we shoot liquid out of our eyes. It's our design. We're supposed to. When we get choked up, we feel it. We have a heavy heart when we're feeling grief or sadness. When we get our feelings hurt, it's like a kick in the gut. We're designed that way. That's why they're called feelings, not thinkings. Don't think your emotions. Feel them. Oh, feel it. What emotions are you avoiding? Allow it. Feel it. Let it go. Don't keep revisiting the story. Don't judge yourself as weak or broken or frail or mental if you have emotions. You're supposed to. And if you are wearing a mask that puts on a happy face, are you doing it for others? In privacy, take the mask off. Look, sometimes that's our persona. And we do that. That's our default. That's our go-to. We want to be seen as happy, strong, courageous, joyful. I'm not judging that. But at least in the privacy of yourself and your emotions, allow yourself to feel it. Take the mask off for yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. Pull the mask off. And ask yourself, how do I really feel? Brutally truth. What else hurts? Yeah, we know we're upset about the symptoms. Duh. Of course we know that. What else really hurts us? And that doesn't mean you have to change your life and break up with people and end your marriage and throw your kids out of the house or never talk to your parents again. That's not the point. The point is to experience the emotions so it can release. Because I can assure you that bottling up the emotions and acting like you're not really upset doesn't make them go away. So the brutal truth, how do you really feel? And besides the pain or symptoms, what else hurts in your life? What emotions are you avoiding? Give them a place in your heart. Feel them. Experience them. Allow them. And then allow them to leave. Allow those emotions to be felt, pass through, and leave. Super important, folks. If for nothing else other than to be kind to yourself and not deny the brutal truth of your emotions. Could there be a symptom reduction from doing this? Sure. It absolutely can. Because if we are constantly avoiding and pushing away and repressing these emotions, what are we teaching the brain? Emotions are dangerous. Don't go there. My entire approach is not to dig up past stuff in the hope of finding some past trauma that's like a magic key that turns off the symptoms. No, I don't believe we need to do that. But it is important to teach yourself that emotions are safe. And just because we get emotional doesn't mean we need symptoms. Now look, sometimes we do get symptoms when we have a high degree of emotions. Yes, that can happen. It does happen. But by feeling our emotions over and over and over again, the brain's going to go, wow, look at Dan. He's feeling all this intense stuff. Nothing bad happened. As a matter of fact, usually when you allow yourself to feel the emotions, it's kind of a relief, a weight off of our shoulders when we start to feel and experience these emotions without judgment, without getting lost in the stories. And over time, with practice, this is almost view it like exposure therapy to your emotions, so that over time your brain goes, emotions, it's normal. They're not dangerous. And it doesn't raise the danger alarms. It doesn't raise the TMS, false alarm. So I hope this makes sense. And I want you to kind of not think about this. I want you to allow yourself to feel these things. Don't think about your emotions. They're called feelings, not thinkings. So, brutally, truthfully, how do you really feel? And besides the symptoms, what else hurts you, makes you sad, gets you angry in your life? What emotions are you avoiding? Allow yourself to experience it. Comment below. Let me know how this felt. Did your symptoms jump? If so, be clear. Hey, brain, we don't need more symptoms. These are normal human emotions. They're justified. They make us human. We're supposed to feel our emotions. That's how we're designed. Doubt that? Watch a 2-year-old. They don't repress. They're sad? You're going to know it. They're crying. They're angry? You're going to know it. They're screaming. Their feelings are hurt? Sad. Similar. If a kid took their toy and they want it back, they're going to get mad. But also observe a 2-year-old, because once they feel it and experience it, and they're allowed to feel it, they're not told to shush or stop it, go to your room from their parents, because that can create a whole host of challenges, lifetime. But if the parents allow it, acknowledge it, yeah, I know, I'd be sad too. Yeah, if Billy took my toy, I'd be sad too. Yeah, it's okay to be sad. Watch what happens. They feel it a minute or two. The emotion lifts. And what do? All right, I'm going to go play. They sniffle a little bit and they shuffle off and they go playing. 3 minutes later, they're laughing. We should all allow our emotions to surface, be felt and released, and then drop the story. We can learn a lot from 2-year-olds. Not in all areas of life, but as to allowing emotions to surface, well up, burst through, be felt very intensely, and then release. And then you get on with life. So, what emotions are you avoiding? Consciously, subconsciously? Are you wearing a mask that could be pulled off so you can be more real with yourself? I'm not saying go create all sorts of social consequences by venting our emotions and essentially throwing up, vomiting our emotions on everybody around us. That can have consequences. But at minimum, experience your own emotions. Look, sometimes doing this will result in you saying, you know what, darn it, I need to have an adult conversation with so-and-so. And I'm going to. But feel the emotions first so that you don't get in front of this person and then just blow up on them. Because that can have social, family, relationship consequences. That's not necessary. Look, sometimes we want to have an adult conversation, fix a problem that needs to be fixed. But at minimum, in privacy, allow yourself to feel the guttural, brutal emotions about life, love, families, work, stress, money, self-judgments. Don't wallow on the self-judgments. One thing that I realized as I looked back many years later was that my symptoms came up because of a "how did I get here" question that I wasn't aware of and I wasn't willing to address or find or answer when my symptoms started. But how the heck did I get here? Broke, money problems, marriage, little kid, long commute, stressful job. I thought I was going to be some successful businessman, and I wasn't. I was working a job, had no money, and lots of lifey stress. So had I acknowledged how I really felt then, I might not have had an onset of pain. Who knows? I probably would have at some other point. How do you really feel? What emotions are you avoiding? What's the brutal truth? Besides emotions about your pain and symptoms, which you should feel, by the way, how do you really feel? Allow that. Experience that. I'm going to wrap it up here. It's 2 videos in a row that are pretty long. Important concepts, and allow yourself to experience the emotions. Be a normal human being. Be a real human being, and don't push away your emotions. That doesn't make them go away. They actually accumulate until you're ready to blow. And that may be very well when symptoms start. When we repress enough and they build up, and they burst into consciousness many times as a symptom. So, love you all. And as usual, I will see you tomorrow. Take care.